plugins. At least what I feel is plugins are the next big thing that can happen because everyone can start using it and make wonderful use cases with it. I know you have been playing around with that. So would you be able to show how to use it and what are the results that you're seeing?
Yeah, so I've got access to plugins like 2 days ago. I think they're actually opening it up to all the ChatGPT Plus users. Like anybody can actually have access to it. So what you actually do is, right, it previously when you look at the UI, right, it gave you three different options of selecting the different language models, right? 3, 3.5, and 4. Now you have this view where you either can do a 3.5 and ChatGPT 4. In the ChatGPT 4, by default, you have the language model, right? You can ask it questions and it gives you answers. But that data is limited towards everything that is 2021 and before, right? So for anything you want uh, uh, latest information on, you can use this browsing plugin where it looks at the internet to give you answers. So that's more accurate and recent information from that. And there's also this plugin space where you can kind of install plugins and add 3 plugins at a time and use these plugins to have interactions. So the plugins might contain specific data sets that will enrich your conversation, right? Imagine you pick a kayak plugin and you ask ChatGPT to give you a flight for a certain date to a certain place. It will actually customize that using the kayak data. And there are a lot of different use cases which these plugins actually support in giving extra information to ChatGPT. I think that's how a whole plugin ecosystem works. And I've tried different plugins, right? There is this plugin which creates surveys for you. There is this plugin which you prompt ChatGPT and it'll actually create diagrams for you. I was using this to you create some diagrams in my newsletter. And there's also a link reader, so you can give it a link and it'll actually look at all the information inside a blog or a YouTube video, and gives you a summary of what it is. Yeah, there are a lot of plugins like that, and they also have a plugin store. So as of now, they don't have search functionality, so it's very hard to basically search through any use cases which you want to and install stuff. And there's also no uh, uh, ratings or anything for you to know this plugin is good for this use case or not, and all of that stuff. So it's a pain in searching plugins, but you can actually go through and search by the most popular ones, where you have Kayak, Instacart, and Zapier, Expedia, OpenTable. And there's also unverified plugins, I guess, which they say that they haven't verified it. So it's maybe don't use these or something. So yeah, this is how overall plugins work. And I've also tried plugins. So Google Bard has web browsing already built in, so we don't need a plugin for that. So ChatGPT, it's a new feature for it. So what I've tried is basically ask the same question to ChatGPT and also Bard, and I've asked it to summarize the Google I/O video, and I asked it to give me the top highlights of the event and also timestamps of where I can go and watch those highlights. Where Google Bard gives you high level products, right? But not much description, things like that. But when I prompt it to give me more description, it gets into details of what that products are and all of that stuff. Yeah, it gives me too much detail, which is very, very generic. So when you look at the same prompt, right, where I was asking it the highlights, it first searches the internet and it says that okay, I go to the video, but I cannot download the transcript, and it asks me, can I maybe browse the internet to do it? Then I say yes. After that, it gives me a quick summary of what the highlight points are and also a brief information about what it is and all of that. So yeah, comparing both of that, like ChatGPT is a better model for sure. It gives you the right information, accurate information. Bard is more generalized. But for these features, which are built into Office Suite and Google Search and all of that, would I switch to a different ecosystem? I would say no. I'll have specific use cases for ChatGPT and specific use cases for maybe Office Suite and all of that stuff. Yeah, maybe you'll also look at this other plugin, right? The Kayak plugin. Uh, So I basically gave it a prompt asking it to uh, look for any travel places with a condition of the ticket should be less than $200. So it actually gave me a lot of different options. And I also then asked it to say I need it between Thursdays and Mondays where I can travel. So then it again customized it to the list. When you click on the link, it'll actually take you towards that flight and you can book it.
Nice. Love this one.
Yeah.
I wish I tried for my vacation that I planned.
Yeah, and this one, right? For this one, I was like, I want to make Hyderabadi biryani. Can you create a cart for me? So it gives me all the ingredients, and also it actually uses Instacart to add all of the ingredients to the cart. So when you click the link, it'll take you to a Instacart page which has all of these ingredients.
Nice. Love it. Because
No,
this could down the line optimize a lot of things.
imagine all of these things.
100%.
Like there'll be so many plugins where you can actually mix and match things and get the things done for you. So it's almost like an assistant on boosters now.
Yeah. Another thing I could see here, Sidhu, is another app store being formed. And there is always competition for developers. Like the more developer community can build the apps, the more your platform will be like stable, or it will continue to improve. So a lot of developers might be moving in this direction too. So that's something
That's
for Google to
and
look into.
Google is also basically announcing tools, right? Uh, which is similar to plugins, where they're opening it up where other makers can come in and actually do this.
Yeah.
So yeah, so here is the list of ingredients, and it's actually added everything to you.
Wow. I wouldn't eat this biryani though, Sidhu. It has strawberries in that.
This is not real Hyderabad biryani. At least it tried as much as possible.
It's getting better.
Awesome, guys. Love the conversation. And for everyone who's watching, thanks for watching the entire video. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel.